Good morning to you on this Sunday. It is April the 6th, and I'm Chris Allen here with your 270 weather for the 270 and beyond. Well, we've had an eventful last 3 or 4 days, and it finally looks like we're going to get out of this damp, stormy pattern that we've been in. That's I hear hallelujahs going on all over the place. Yeah, that's good. It's it's like, oh my goodness, when is this going to end? It is pretty much going to end today. There's still some leftover showers, and excuse me, there's still maybe just a little bit of storms, especially to the east of us. But overall, this event is pretty much over, pretty much done. Here is the view outside this morning as of 7:43 a.m. Central Daylight Time from the Plano Cam, right outside my window here in Plano, Kentucky. It is cloudy, it is damp. There's still a few light showers, sprinkles that are out there. But as far as very heavy rain and thunderstorms, those are gone for the foreseeable future. Let's hope it stays that way because this has been a trying time for a lot of people, and it's been a while since we've had you know day after day of rain like we've had, and so this um, has been an event that has been you know taxing. It's been very you know um, what's a good word for it? Well, it's just been troublesome. It's just been a burden. There's a word, burden, because a lot of you have had things flooded and can't move around, can't get out of your driveway. And, those of you that are farmers and people that deal with crops and things like that have had to, you know, you're going to have to be dealing with this for a while. So, yeah, good riddance is what I say. Yesterday, we had a high of 77, 10 degrees warmer than normal, which is 67, and we had a low of 58, and we had a another one-day record rainfall of 3.23 inches at the Bowling Green Airport. By the way, that is an inch and a third, 1.3 inches. Oh, I'm sorry. The new record is 3.23 for yesterday. The old record is 1.3 inches of rain, which was set back in, excuse me, 1911. Yeah, my voice is gone after all this. 1911. You have to go all the way back there to find the last record rainfall for April 5th. So, yeah, we broke another record, but I'm getting ready to show you something that is even more impressive. Here's a look at the 3-day total rainfall from the official records at the Bowling Green Airport. Saturday, yesterday, the record 3.23. Friday, 3.48. Thursday, 2.93. I believe that one was another one-day record. So when you total it all up for Bowling Green, 9.64 inches of rain for this event. Mercy sakes. Now, here's the other thing. Some of the rainfall estimates from Kentucky Mesonet Network and other official rain gauges and things like that through the National Weather Service show a swath of 11, 12 to 15 inches of rain through parts of Kentucky, especially western Kentucky, and then just a bit north of us, like Litchfield. You're one of those that received the most rainfall out of a lot of places. Total rainfall over the 3 or 4 day period, and really that doesn't count every raindrop because we'll get a little more today to add to it. And then there was some that came in, like Wednesday night, uh, in some cases that may have been added to the Thursday total, but I'm, talking with the National Weather Service office in Louisville, and the Kentucky Climate Center, and I want to get a little bit more detailed official rainfall amount for this entire event. So, but from what I can gather from looking back at the records, and totaling everything up, that's what I get. 9.64. That may not be the correct total, but it's going to be close. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Almost 10 inches of rain through that entire period. All right. Here's where the heavy rain is this morning. It is finally east of us. This is the rain we had all night rainfall here in Bowling Green. I mean, it was constant. And then the thunder all night long. After we had a little bit of severe weather, but again, we missed the greater severe weather. There were a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, even a couple of tornado warnings, and there could have been something that looked like a funnel cloud or whatever, but no confirmed tornadoes yesterday anywhere in our area. So I just want to relieve everybody's fear. It's one of the reasons why we did not go on. We did go on a little bit for that tornado, one of the tornado warnings in Allen County and Barron County, just because it was a tornado warning. We saw rotation, and have to give props to my guys, Darius and Micah at the News 40. They were handling everything great. They did streaming for hours and hours. Um, at that point, I was here in this studio, in my studio, kind of watching everything, conversing with them, just letting these guys handle it. So that's why you didn't see me on yesterday. They were handling everything just fine. Um, I don't need to be at every single event like that. So here we are looking at the radar. Most most of the heavy stuff is now gone. What we're going to see today is these renegade showers. There could be perhaps a thunderstorm or two that pops up later today. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't mean we're going to get more heavy rain. It's just kind of the leftovers until everything settles down and completely moves away. All right, here we go to the Kentucky Mesonet network, and we check temperatures first. Everybody's pretty much in the 40s to around 50. Then you see over in far eastern and southeastern Kentucky, temperatures are in the 60s. That's because the cold front is slicing through that area. And now we're starting to get the much cooler air. And boy, is it going to get cool. It's going to get chilly. In fact, I've got to talk about frost and freeze, believe it or not, coming up. Yeah. So 49s here in Bowling Green. We check the wind coming out of the north now because of the passage of the cold front. Winds are fairly light at 5 to 10, but there's a little bit of a breeze at 10 to 15. So, and the winds are going to be much chillier today, and then especially tonight and tomorrow. All right, let's look at the precipitation, the rainfall totals since midnight. Half inch of rain here. Most everybody, a quarter inch to a half inch, a little bit more east of us, 3/4 of an inch of rain. Okay. But let's go to the last 24 hours. And you can see that we picked up about 3 inches of rain total from, say, late Friday night through the day Saturday. 3 inches or more back to the west. And there's a 4 That's back in Callaway County, Western Kentucky. Murray, Kentucky, picked up 4 inches of rain. That's the 24-hour period. Now let's go back 2 days worth, and this is where we start to see some of the big numbers. That big swath of 5, 6, 7. See if there's an 8 in there. I don't see an 8. But here's the thing. We picked up 4 over the last 2 days. So that jives pretty well with what I've got, what I showed you. You know, you go 3 1/4, 3 1/2, almost 3, then you get 9 1/2 or more inches. So this is pretty close to what I was showing you. They don't go back 3 days. This goes back 2 days, but you get an idea. And these are Kentucky Mesonet sensors and not National Weather Service, uh, what they call the ASOS, which is the official automated observation sites, like at the airports, like Bowling Green Airport has one. So there you go. But anyway, you can pick your town, pick your county. You see there just pretty much how much rain you've picked up. And some of you have rain gauges as well, where you know at your house how much rain you picked up. Um, yeah, there's flooding everywhere. So, and here's the thing: this water is not going to go away very quickly at all. Everything's got to run downstream through the Green River Basin, and then everything that spills into the Green River Basin has got to go up here to the Ohio River, and then down. Well, here's the Ohio River. Wabash River has to be added. Whatever's coming down the Wabash River has got to be added to the Ohio River, and then all of that on the Ohio is going to spill into the Mississippi. And this is where already there's some pretty much record-breaking flooding that's going on in Western Kentucky. Right there, Southern Illinois, Missouri, Western Kentucky, where they all meet, where the Mississippi meets up with the Ohio. And it's going to take weeks, maybe, to get rid of all that rain. But here's a look at the high resolution satellite this morning. You can see the thicker clouds are east of us, while west, thinning out some, and even some breaks in the clouds back here, which this is a good thing now because high pressure is taking over. So a break in the cloud cover means it's trying to work in some sunshine. It's trying to dry out. So this is not a bad thing. So I say, bring it on. Bring it on. I've forgotten what the sun looks like. So we're going to get some sunshine. And I think tomorrow we are definitely going to see a lot more in the way of sunshine. All right, let's go to the maps and we'll take a look at what's going on there with this system that is finally beginning to work out of the area. It's still stalled a little bit. And there's, like I said, there's still the possibility of a few showers today, but this thing is finally going to push east and we're going to get rid of the rain. Here is this afternoon. Here is tonight. We do see a lot of clearing back to the west. Here's tomorrow, finally clearing out, getting some sunshine working in here. We may start cloudy Monday morning, but then as the day progresses and the drier air works from top down, then it'll start to scrub out the cloud cover. Here we go into Monday morning, Monday evening. There's another little weak boundary, but it's not going to do anything really. All it does is reinforce the chilly air. Let me refresh this graphic because I see that some of the topography is not coming through. Okay, let me get back. There we go. I just had to refresh it. Some of the part of the maps here weren't coming through. But here we go. So this is Monday morning, Monday evening, little reinforcing shot of colder air. Yes, colder. Oh boy. I hate to tell some of you this, but there is a freeze watch. Freeze watch. After all this, a freeze watch that's going to go up for Monday night into Tuesday morning because of this front. No rain with it, but it's going to tow behind it some colder air. We're going to get down to near freezing, if not below freezing, uh, tomorrow night, Monday night into Tuesday morning. And if you've put out, any plants or anything vegetative for the spring season, thinking, we should be okay. Nope. Going to have a hard freeze tomorrow night for some of you. Not everybody, but some of you. So just kind of, do what you got to do. Cover up plants or bring them in, because it's going to happen and it's going to be widespread pretty much. So I think one night of that, we do warm it up just a tad as we get into Tuesday night and Wednesday morning because of this warm front. It still may be in the 30s for Tuesday night, but then we start to get a warmer flow, as you can see, as we get into Wednesday. And here comes another little piece of energy that's going to arrive here Wednesday night into Thursday. Now, this is not going to be a big storm, nothing like what we've had. It is not going to stall. It's going to move through pretty quickly. Severe weather, conditional, if there's something to that. But I think it's just going to be your ordinary garden variety showers and thunderstorms. And we do warm up on Wednesday into the 60s, but not the 70s and 80s. So that should be a good sign as well. Um, I don't think it's going to bring us not enough additional rainfall to bring us more flooding because the flooding will still be ongoing even Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the rest of this week, the following week, rest of April, in some cases, the rest of this month. There will be some rivers and streams out there that are going to continue to deal with flooding the rest of the month of April. Here we are Friday. Those showers leave us pretty quickly. And for once, we get into the weekend with sunshine and really seasonable temperatures in the 60s. Wow, that's nice. So, yeah, all that's looking good. Just a little shot of shower activity middle of the week, and then it's back to sunshine. So that's good news. Okay, here's a look at the model blender. You can see it's going to be in the mid 50s or so today, 40s tonight. I'm not worried about frost or anything like that tonight. Then we go, about 60, 59, 60 or so. But look, we go 31 in Bowling Green for tomorrow night. But some of you outside of Bowling Green will go 30, 29, 28. Yes, we could have upper 20s for Monday night into Tuesday morning. That's the hard freeze. Then we only get up to 52 on Tuesday, but then back to a cold 33 on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And then finally, after that, we warm up into the 60s to near 70. And here's that little cool down after the next system on Wednesday. Uh, Not cold enough for frost or freeze. But next week, it looks like we're going to see some much warmer temperatures in the 70s. Does that mean there's going to be severe weather? Let's hope not. That's a long way off. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, here is the 7-day forecast, and as you can see, it pairs up pretty well with the model blender that I just showed you. Excuse me. 56 today. Now showing thunderstorms. Thunderstorms are a small possibility later today. Uh, a few showers, yes, but thunderstorms, questionable. The air has become a lot more stable than it has been, and the main area of heavy rain is now gone. So we may not, we could probably pare that down to a little bit more than 60%, maybe. Um, so there's that chillier 39 for tonight. Like I said, no worries about frost or freeze tonight. And skies, I don't think will be entirely clear. I think we'll start to scrub out some of the clouds later tonight. But tomorrow we may start with a few clouds and then become sunny with a high of 59. There's your freeze Monday night, 31. Then 52 and sunny Tuesday, mostly sunny Wednesday, 61. And then your showers, maybe a thunderstorm Thursday into early Friday. But this is a fast moving system. It's not going to have a whole lot of rain with it. It's going to move through pretty quick. And then look, there's your Saturday, this coming Saturday, 66 with sunshine. That's going to be much, much better. Yeah. So that's certainly good news. Um, so I'm hearing from some of you this morning that, you know, you've had some flood issues. Is the rain over yet? Yes. Well, the heavy rain is over. I'm just scrolling through some of the chat this morning. Um, look, here's one here. I'll show you. Gladys Hubry, my rain gauge, we dumped twice, and both times we had 6 inches. So you've gotten a foot of rain where you are, Gladys. I'm not surprised at all. At all. That verifies pretty well. Um, let's see. Okay. Barbara Pickens Smith. Is there a way to watch the entire live on here? Yes. Every time. All you got to do is you don't have to watch me when I'm live. That's just if you want to and you happen to be on Facebook, which you are, and you just happen to see me come up live. But it will post this once we're done. It'll post it and it's there whenever you want to watch it. So I want all of you to know that you don't have to watch me live like right now at 8:06 as I'm doing this because Facebook will record it and post it not only on Facebook but on YouTube, my YouTube channel, and then it will go to Instagram and X. So all those places all you have to do is click the link. Don't always click the my picture because sometimes they use my picture like this as a thumbnail and you can't play the thumbnail, but click the link. There's always a link there when it's posted. You click the link and it'll play either from Facebook or YouTube. So when we're done here in a minute or two, it will stay up for days and days and days and weeks and weeks and weeks that you can always go back and look again and play it all the way through. Okay? So, I want you to know that. That way if you don't get to see if you don't get to watch this live, it's okay. You can watch it later today, you can watch it tomorrow. Just know that I timestamp all of this, and that's why I call out audibly the current time, and you see the date at the bottom of the screen and all that, because I don't want you watching this later and going, "That's happening right now?" No. So the current time is 8:07 on April the 6th, 2025. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. Thank you, as always, for watching and listening. And really, most of all, I just appreciate your trust. I know there are some out there. There's a lot of guys like me. I was one of the first to do it, but there's a lot of people like me that are doing their own thing, which is awesome. Hey, hallelujah. It, let them go. But they've got tons of cameras and they've got even digital billboards, and then they're doing this and like Ryan Hall, and they're trying to be Ryan Hall y'all and all this other kind of stuff. Look, fine, let them go. The more the merrier, because we need people that are paying attention to the weather. But I mean, I'm just not into it for the clicks, likes, and shares, and I'm not even into it to make money off of it. I just do it. So I appreciate you guys watching and listening and trusting me over everybody else that's out there, because it's starting to get crowded. And there are all kinds of people now that can get access to all this stuff. And then there's this like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just start doing the weather. Just be careful who you trust. Okay. I thank you that I've earned your trust and I appreciate it very much. I just wanted you to know that. Okay. Have a great Sunday. Thank